Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger. Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by the lovely Mr. Awakens Gaming, and today we are here to discuss The Force Awakens. Has the Force awoken over there in England? Has it awoken?
Well, right now it's 2 a.m., so not many things are awoken right now. But
Awoken?
Awoken. Not many things
I think it's
are awoken.
awake, but okay.
No, that's a word. That's a word over
okay.
here.
Yeah.
But it's awoken a little bit inside of me, but not.
It's a little bit awoken?
Not too much, but a little bit.
Do you have a little bit of Christopher Walken?
I no idea what that means. He wasn't even in the movie. But
I know, but it's like a force awoken.
Get
it? Get it? Yeah, good jokes.
Bad.
That's the kind of quality jokes that you'll be able to listen to throughout this entire review. So enjoy. It'll probably be great.
And we just lost 99% of the viewers.
Of the viewers, exactly. So essentially, guys, this first review right here, which you're watching either right here on the Blitzwinger channel or on the Awakens gaming channel. Of course, if you guys are enjoying it, please don't forget to leave a like. Let us know what you guys think of the movie, but keep in mind this is a non-spoiler review, which means that please be nice to your fellow humans and do not post any spoilers or any comments that could be spoilery in nature. If you watch the movie, you know what
there's gonna be one guy down below who's gonna ruin it for everyone. There always is.
Yeah, you're right.
There always
you're
is.
right.
And it's gonna be me.
Yeah, you're the one that just goes and posts. Here's everything that happens. That's spoiler. Yeah, but essentially, guys, what this is going to be is it's probably going to be like a 5 to 10 minute long non-spoiler review. So just kind of impressions and general overall statements without really touching on anything that is particularly spoilery. And then we're going to do a much more in-depth spoiler-filled review, which you're going to be able to watch either on the Fanboy Potion channel or the Awakens Gaming channel. So stick around either way, and let's get started. So what'd you think? Coming out of The Force Awakens, it's finally a brand new Star Wars movie. I mean, you know, there was that Clone Wars movie, but let's not count it. Like, that was an animated film.
We're not counting that.
Exactly.
I didn't see it. I don't count that. That was
exactly.
No. Was it
so
even
then
good? I don't know.
It wasn't particularly great.
Oh.
The funniest thing was that was the first Star Wars movie that I've ever watched. So I didn't have great impressions of Star Wars right away. I was like,
but was
Star
it
Wars?
better than the prequels? Was it better than Attack of the Clones?
Parts of it.
I wouldn't be surprised if all of it was. Anyway.
Yeah, but essentially, Mr. Awakens walks out of the theater. What are you feeling? What are you thinking?
Well,
let's relive that moment.
I'm already on the hype train because, you know, just that beautiful John Williams score just gets me going, gets you right there. But I think I turned to my friends and I said I liked it. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I liked it. I thought it
Interesting.
I thought it was good. Overall positive. But, you know, it was no Phantom Menace. I mean, come on. That's a joke. Please do not hate me in the comments for that. Yeah, it was good. I think it was a safe bet. I think they played it safe and they gave everything that Star Wars fans wanted. And yeah, I'm happy. Happy with the outcome. What about you?
Yeah, for me, I felt like, first of all, I felt like it was that magical movie feeling where, you know, in the movie theater, there was every age and race and like there was just everyone there. Like it didn't feel like this movie was for someone. It was just universally everyone wanted to see the Star Wars movie. So it did feel magical. Like it was that kind of movie going experience where you're like, wow, this is special. Like this is a really, really special movie.
Tell us about the people sat next to you.
So in the movie, we'll get into it more when we do the in-depth review, but essentially just a quick thing. Right next to me, I had an older couple. They were probably like, I don't know, if I had to estimate, probably 65 to 70 years old. He was dressed up as a Jedi, so like, you know, the whole robe and just like the traditional wardrobe. And then she was dressed up as Emperor Palpatine, and she had the whole face paint and everything. And it was pretty awesome. It was pretty incredible.
So beautiful about that image.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Yeah. Now, the interesting thing is the whole time when we were watching the movie, they were already reviewing it between the two of them, like, which was pretty funny. Like every now and then, whenever a scene would come up, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, that wasn't good. Oh yeah, that was pretty good." You know, it was like really funny.
Things to say about
it. They had some bad things to say about it as well. But I tried to not let that cloud my judgment.
I mean,
for me, Sorry, yeah,
I
go
would
ahead.
just be annoyed they were talking in the movie theater. I went with 4
Yeah.
friends. I specifically sat next to the one I knew was not gonna talk. If you talk during a movie like this, you are dead to me. Okay.
Yeah, but then there are those people like when I was watching, like you said, it didn't happen to you, but when I was watching it, we had moments where certain things happen on screen, when certain characters pop up and such, where the whole audience would like erupt and clap and like go like, yeah, or like there was a lot of talking and boisterous and loud actions happening on the crowd side of things as well, which I think probably benefited the viewing experience as a whole because I had this extra energy. But essentially, for me, I really, really like this movie. Don't get me wrong, it's not flawless, and I don't really want to touch on anything here in terms of like starting to bring up stuff because I feel like anything could be spoilery. But essentially what I would say is like when we talk about it in the more in-depth review, which you should check out once you watch the movie, we will discuss more in depth as to why we feel the way we feel. But I would say that the movie was good and enjoyable. And I personally, for me, I was satisfied. Now, when I objectively remove just my experience with it and everything and the love for Star Wars as a franchise and such, then I definitely could discuss some flaws in the film. And it's not a flawless movie, which I think very few movies can really say that they are. So I would say that without a shadow of a doubt, obviously you might not even need to hear this, go watch it. It's worth
it's Star Wars. I mean,
and it's not the prequels, trust me. It's like I don't know how anybody could walk out of this movie and hate it.
But
don't get me wrong. Maybe there is some people that is the case for them, but I just think that you're really, really pulling to hate it.
You're
like that's what
nitpicking
I'm gonna
If
say.
you say you hate that film, it's not a bad film. You may say it's not a good Star Wars film. That would be a pretty safe argument, I would say. You say it didn't feel like Star, which is I kind of get it because I kind of felt like that.
That's so hard to say though, because the problem is, but the problem, like again, we're getting a little bit spoilery here, maybe. So we're just gonna finish this point.
I don't think so, but
just this point, and then we're gonna do the in-depth review. But essentially, what I would say is that that's an interesting criticism because you have to consider the notion that many people didn't consider the prequels to be Star Wars movies.
Yeah,
but
that's true. I don't
like
think the
Star Wars it's a galaxy. So to me, I think that's a bit of a weird, stretchy argument. But we'll get to that and more in our in-depth review. So essentially, this was a super duper quick review, and the reason why this is so quick is because there's literally nothing that we can talk about without spoiling it. I'd feel really, really guilty for doing so. So essentially what we will do is we're now going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you so very much for watching. We both liked it. Go watch it. That's really all you can do in this non-spoiler review.
This could have been a Vine. Go watch
I know,
it.
but that's all you can say in a people were like, make a non-spoiler opinion. That's what I can say. Like, I feel like anything else that I'm going to say is going to be like, I know people who will find even me saying that is good spoilery. So,
well, those people can just shh, okay? Because
I mean, it's an opinion at this point. Like, it's like an emotion. Like, it made me feel happy and good and like a kid, and it was incredible. So that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what we're saying for this one. Now, if you've watched the movie and you want to get nerdy with us and you want to get sweaty with us, get ready because the next video is going to be probably like 40 minutes long. We're going to get down and gritty.
Real nerd out.
And that's when we're going to discuss all the crazy stuff that this movie showed us and all the crazy stuff that this movie implies for the future of Star Wars as a franchise. There you guys have it. Thanks all for watching. Don't forget to leave a like. We'll catch all you lovely folks over on the Athex Gaming channel and the Fanboy Potion channel. Links to both of those in the description box below. And I'll catch all you lovely folks next time.
Bye.